Hey guys, welcome back to the channel where we take awesome out of the box. I've got something really exciting for you today. Well, I'm excited for it because I finally got my hands on the OnePlus 9 5G. Anyway, wag na natin patagalin. Let's unbox this thing. Now, in terms of packaging, it is very similar to what we've been seeing from OnePlus and their super long red box, except this time, syempre, kailangan i-flex ng konti. You do have a bit of Hasselblad branding. Now, when you open up the box, yung unang makita nyo is the phone itself. This is the OnePlus 9 5G in the Astral Black color variant, and we have 12 gigabytes of RAM and 256 gigabytes for our review unit. The rest of the contents are pretty much standard. You have a jelly case, but it's also thicker than usual. And of course, meron siyang never settled na slogan ni OnePlus. You of course have the signature red USB-C cable, and of course their 65-watt dash charger. Now ito medyo nalito ko dito. If you're looking for the manuals and the rest of the documentation, it's actually on the lid of the box. This is also where you'll find the SIM ejector pin. Now to give you guys a quick overview of everything that you're gonna get inside the box, here it is. Now before we go any further, let's talk about the price of the OnePlus 9 first. So para sa atin, the OnePlus 9 5G is 38,990 pesos. Again, we're getting the maxed out version of this smartphone. I'll leave a link down below that will take you to their store on Lazada and to Digital Walker's official store as well. All right, so it's finally time to talk about the phone itself. Design-wise, to be honest with you guys, I was expecting a bit more. Now, hindi ko naman sinasabi na pangit siya tignan, but it's surprisingly plain, especially if you compare it to their previous offerings. Now, one thing I was really expecting them to do was plaster the Hasselblad branding on this smartphone. Thankfully, they didn't, and I appreciate you guys from OnePlus for not doing so. I even had a tough time catching that Hasselblad branding on the camera array in my B-roll. Now, one thing to note though is that the back of this phone is glass, pero para siyang plastic, making it seem a bit less premium and kind of like their Nord offerings in the mid-range segment. It's also incredibly glossy, so yung mga fingerprints definitely makikita. Here's a quick sample where I asked Leia to take photos. Kakalotion niya lang, so ang daming smears and smudges. But of course, if you're gonna be using a case, that's not gonna be an issue. Now, of course, magtutour tayo ng button and port layout. You have the SIM tray on the bottom with the USB-C port, a mic, and a speaker grill. On the left side, you have the volume rocker, and on the right, you have the power button and the notification slider. This is something that I absolutely love on OnePlus devices. Now, I was a little worried since after kong panoorin yung review ni MKBHD para sa OnePlus 9, sabi niya yung notification slider sa review unit niya was kind of loose. Thankfully, that wasn't the case for our review unit. I don't know if you can hear it sa mic, but ours was super tactile. So just check it out if you buy the OnePlus 9 because it might be a quality control issue. So double check nyo na lang and then contact Digital Walker or wherever you purchase this smartphone for your warranty. Now, for the screen, you have a 6.55-inch Full HD Plus AMOLED display, and that's protected by Gorilla Glass 5. The refresh rate goes all the way up to 120 Hz for that incredibly fluid experience with the phone, but it isn't adaptive, so you will have to choose between going full tilt or 120 Hz or conserving battery life by going 60 Hz. Solid naman experience so far. You're also getting dual speakers on the OnePlus 9. They also generate a lot of volume. They sound decent as well, though I would keep it at around 80% just to be safe. Now, I'm sure na-notice nyo din to, pero may punch hole siya sa upper left-hand corner ng screen that houses, of course, the 16-megapixel selfie camera that's backed by a Sony IMX471 sensor. Pretty happy with the results so far, although nasa studio lang kami. More to come in our full review. Pero syempre, this phone is all about those rear cameras that are co-engineered with Hasselblad. So you have a 48-megapixel main shooter at f1.8, a 50-megapixel ultra-wide shooter at f2.2, and a 2-megapixel monochrome, which I feel they could have done without. So habang pinapakita ko yung sample photos na nakuha namin so far, if you go to the OnePlus website, they say that they worked with Hasselblad and their brand ambassadors to give us really great color reproductions with the cameras. Plus, yung sensors backing them as well are really great. Super excited to try this out more, but of course, we have to stay safe, so yeah. Now, in terms of the internals, syempre hindi magpapahuli si OnePlus. We're getting a Qualcomm Snapdragon 888, and again, this is maxed out, so we have 12 gigabytes of RAM and 256 gigabytes of storage. Now, something to note, it's non-expandable since we are getting a dual SIM card slot on this device, but 256 gigabytes is a lot. Now, in terms of performance, I did try the start of Diablo Immortal on it because I finally was able to get into closed alpha. And it does run extremely well. After all, this is pretty much the best processor you can get on a smartphone right now. More on this in our full review. Lastly, syempre pag-usapan natin yung battery na nasa OnePlus 9, which is a 4,500 mAh battery. And to be honest with you guys, medyo kinakabahan ako dito since hindi nga adaptive yung refresh rate ng display. I'm not sure how long this will last. But again, you can put it to 60 Hz. Plus, kung mawalan nga kayo ng baterya, it does support 65-watt dash charging. Okay, so punasan muna natin siya para at least walang fingerprints para sa ending ng video. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this unboxing of the OnePlus 9. Again, the price for this, 38,990 pesos. All the links will be down below. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, sub to the channel, and make sure you hit that notification bell if you haven't yet. If you have any questions about this smartphone, leave them down below, and I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can. For all the latest in tech, head to Unbox.ph. Plus, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Spotify for our podcast. My name is Tito James. Peace, God bless. See you guys next time, and of course, stay safe.